morning. I believe you can all see my screen, so let's jump right into it. Hope everyone slept well. Good morning. This is a beautiful Wednesday. Yeah, so like my first slide shows there, I am Engie, the one speaking to you this morning. I'm an assistant supervisor. Um, so I just thought, let me share with you a bit my reason for joining Forever Leaders. So my reason for joining Forever, among other things, is the time flexibility for me. So among other things, yes, the time flexibility for me was a huge thing. So working in a job that is neither rewarding or fulfilling or challenging, I felt like I was wasting my time on earth, basically. And I know as I'm saying this thing, many of you can relate to what I'm saying. So I felt like I'm stuck in life, I felt like unfulfilled in life. So when I heard about the idea of Forever, and Forever always ask what matters to you most, it got me thinking, it got me thinking about my life and where I was heading. So I had other passions and desires, but then I couldn't pursue or do any of those because I felt I'm stuck in this job that I don't really like so much. And I couldn't also pursue the other things that I felt for me were more important in my life. So, and Forever always ask what matters to you most. And asking myself that same question, I came to realize that I need to pursue my other passions. I need to pursue my other goals. So time freedom, the time flexibility will actually be the answer for me. And I can only get that through Forever. So I became laser focused into getting into the business because I saw it was my only ticket to get to the kind of life that I wanted. So among other things, that is just a brief overview or a brief reason in a nutshell of why I joined the business. So let's go ahead. So I said here that every single day, you are either moving toward the life you are creating for you or further from it. And that progress isn't random. And isn't it true, leaders, that sometimes we have goals and missions in life, but it's the decisions we take, whether the small ones or the big ones, that actually will help us to determine the steps we are taking. Are they aligning or are they taking us towards the goals that we have set for ourselves, or are they taking us further away from it? So it's very important that we are, what is the word? It's very important that we are determined and also move with intention when we are taking decisions in life. Make sure that the decisions or the steps that we are taking, they are taking us towards our goal and they are aligning us towards our goal. That's very important. And that will take us into why I chose the topic I chose for today. So today I want to focus on the 5 things for the successful you. Because as we are in this business, it's important that we start, we work on creating the kind of person that we want to become in this business, or the kind of person that we are proud, or the kind of version of ourselves that we are proud to look back on and say, I'm proud I took that decision. I'm proud I did that. When we can look back a year from now, will we be proud of the person that we have become? So this is the reason why I chose the topic I chose today, and to focus on the successful you, because we want to make ourselves successful and package ourselves in such a way that we'll be proud of ourselves a year or 3 months or 6 months from now. We are proud of the decisions we are making today. So my first point there, I said that those of you that has started on this, And here I am referring to the other FBOs who have already maybe taken steps to do what I'm going to discuss now. Well done to you guys. Well done if you have already implemented these things. But today I want to use this opportunity to also motivate you. Even though you have already started on this journey of working on yourself, of working on the successful you, I still want to motivate you and to motivate the rest of us in this meeting so that we can work on ourselves. Successful version is built with time, discipline, and self-mastery. Isn't this true? Time, discipline, and self-mastery. Because we want to build a version, like I said, that we will be proud of, a successful version. We want to build a version with intention, right? We want to move with intention. So if we want to do this, study the people who have done and accomplished what you want to attain. They have carved the way and path for you to follow. So just follow it. Just follow it. So in this business, we know other leaders who are managers, senior managers, econ managers, and we know that this is where, like me, I'm an assistant supervisor. I know this is where I want to go. So why go and look at other people's lives? And while I have these people in front of me who have carved the way for me, who know and who have given me the blueprint of what they do to get there. So if we have these examples to imitate, let's just imitate. Let's just do what they say they did, and we will find ourselves also in the positions where they are today. So just follow it, study what they did, reach out to them. If you know Manager Frida or Manager Takatu or Manager Tia, they are where find out these people, contact them and get in touch with them so that you can also study and get to know what they did to be successfully where they are. Okay. So the first thing I want us to work on, since we are working on our successful version of ourselves, is to work on our mindset. So like the picture there says, mindset is everything. So your thoughts sculpt your brain. Every time you practice self-doubt, leaders, every time you practice procrastination, fear, insecurities, you are actually wiring your brain to be good at that thing. Did you know that? Like, did you know that every time you focus on the negative, fear, self-doubt, insecurities, procrastination, all these things, you're actually telling your brain that it's good at that, and your brain will just be good at that, and your brain will just know how to procrastinate. Your brain will just know how to fear. Your brain will just know how to be insecure. Did you know that, actually? But on the flip side, when you focus on growth, when you focus on learning, when you push yourself through things that you thought you could not do, you are actually starting to resculpture your brain. Guys, leaders, I'm actually learning that, sometimes many of the things that we think about, we take them for granted. But there is so much power in our thoughts. There is so much power in what we are thinking that actually we let our brain to believe it. And once we let our brain believe it, there's so much power that the brain has on what we do and what we do with our time. Wow. So really, mindset is everything. So for the successful you, mindset, it starts with the mind. No wonder they say in this business to succeed is 80% mindset and the other 20 is skill set. So really we need to work on our mindset if we want to keep building that successful version of yourself. So the next one is we want to work on our body. Exercising leaders. So I pose a question there. Did you exercise this morning? How many of you leaders did before you got out of bed, before your feet even touch the floor, how many of you stretched, leaders? So it's very important when we move our body for even 20 minutes in the morning, even 20 minutes, it doesn't need to be long, 20 minutes, can you believe it? You are, in effect, sending a message to your brain that I'm alive, I'm focused, and I'm in control. Did you know this? Just 20 minutes. When you just open your eyes like this, 20 minutes of stretching a bit before you get out of bed, it does wonders. It really does wonders. So as successful FBOs, we just don't sell products or the business opportunity. We are the advocates of healthy habits ourselves. And I wrote this on purpose, leaders, because we you know, we with this business that we do, we just don't want to go out there telling people drink the aloe vera gel, it's healthy for you. You know, the products we sell, it's health supplements. But the most benefit we will get is by exercising, physical exercise. So yes, the supplements are there to complement what we are lacking in our bodies, but we need the physical movement. So how many of us did exercise? So it's very, very important as we are busy working on ourselves to always move our body, to always exercise. 20 minutes, leaders. Remember, 20 minutes can do so much. Okay, let's move right along. Number 3, for a successful you, we want to focus. Now, when I was preparing this, it actually reminded me of just the other day I was watching this video of Tia. Finally, I got to watch it. The day she presented it, I think I had other commitments. I couldn't watch it live or listen to it live. So by the time I went to watch it and listen to it, a few things stood out to me, but the one thing that shook me from her video was the focus. She mentioned focus, focus, focus. And she repeated this thing like 3 times. Focusing in our business, focusing on ourselves. We just don't want to talk about our business here. We want to talk of ourselves, our own personal, who we are and what we are. We want to focus on ourselves. So your focus is your power. In a distracted world, learning to concentrate or learning to focus is a superpower, guys. My leaders, it's a superpower. Isn't that amazing that it even says that? And like any other muscle, it needs to be trained. So in this world, we live in a world where many things, many small things can take our attention. Like me, my level of focus, sometimes I will start with one thing, and while I'm busy with that one, I will see, no, that one, the dishes, they need to be washed. While I'm busy with the dishes, I'll remember, oh, I didn't reply to that other person. There I go reply. While I'm replying, I'm 45 minutes on my phone again. I didn't do what I was supposed to do in the kitchen. So distractions. So there are many distractions that can distract us from doing what we need to do. And when it needs to come to our business, the same type of focus is also what we need. So like what I was saying with what Tia said, we also need to focus on our business. So focus, like I said, it's like a muscle that needs to be trained, right? Because many of us are not good with focusing. So we need to train ourselves to focus. Now, how do we do that? block out time in your schedule to do that task. And then during that time, you don't have to have a phone, and you also distract yourself from any noise. So block out time. I remember even before coming into this forever business, I would always watch this. There were many, many videos on YouTube on blocking out time, what to do when to block out time, and how to block out time. It never really used to make sense to me, or I had never come to a point where I would listen with the real ear of listening. You get. But now, because I have a vision, now because I have a goal, I have things that I want to do, you know, I have a schedule of things that I want to accomplish by a certain time in my day. Now I understand what it means to block out time. Ne? So blocking out time really works, and it really helps. So when you tell yourself that I have to do this thing, or I have to contact how many people that I need to contact, or let me say, for example, if you've put for yourself a goal of contacting, you see the business is contact 20 to 30 people in a day. Are you doing that? And if you are planning on doing it, how are you going to do it? So blocking out time actually also helps me to keep up with this goal of mine. So it's important that we remain focused, we block out time so that we can accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. This will help us also to become successful ourselves as an individual and also as a woman in business. And blocking out time, it's muscle training, and it also helps us to have clarity and discipline, which is very important. You can't be successful if you don't have clarity of what you are doing, clarity of where you want to go, clarity of what you want. And you can't be successful if you don't have any discipline. It all goes hand in hand. So that is the focus. We need to work on focus. Next slide. Look at that beautiful lady sleeping peacefully. That can be you. Is that you? Do you make time for sleeping? Sorry. So sleeping is not rest, leaders. Sleeping is not rest. Sleeping is for rebuilding. Sleeping allows your brain to clear toxins. It allows memory to consolidate, and it also allows your hormones to reset. So there's many things internally that you might not be aware of what sleep does to your body when you are sleeping. You might not be aware of it. But actually, when you allow your body to sleep, you are allowing your body to build. Yeah. So it's very, very important that we allow ourselves, we give ourselves enough time to sleep. So one night of bad sleep destroys your willpower. It destroys your reaction time, né? And your emotional control. Do you believe that, guys? I mean, when I was preparing this, I was like in awe. Because sometimes it takes us some time to react to something. And sometimes we're all over the place. Our emotions, they just run haywire on us. And then we wonder what is happening. But it's the sleep that we don't sleep. We deprive ourselves from sleep. You know, when a person deprives himself from sleep, is when I was preparing this, it's like you become, what is this show? Dead men walking, dead people walking. I forgot what the exact name is, but yeah, imagine you are like a zombie in the street and at work and mingling with other people. And you can't you can't put your emotions in check because you just don't sleep. So prioritize sleep because your life depends on it. Okay. Next one, we need to work on your purpose. Your purpose. What is your purpose, leaders? Should you ask yourself, what is your purpose? What are you doing? Like I asked there, why are you here at 5 a.m. masterclass each morning? Why do you make the effort to wake up? What's the reason behind doing what you are doing each day? That is your purpose. So, what is your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what drives you? Do you know what your goal or mission or vision is? Where are you heading? What is your purpose? It's very important to have a purpose. Because if you don't, your time will be filled with non-essential things that just takes up your time and taking you nowhere in life. So it's important, leaders, have a purpose, have a goal, and once you know what your purpose is, write it down. There is power in writing down. There is so much power in writing down. And once you write it down, every day connect with your why. So once you write it down, put it somewhere. If that goal is clear in your head, put it somewhere. Put it at your computer, put it on your fridge, put it in your car, put it somewhere where you can always look at it, even in your bathroom mirror. Because looking at it every day will drive you and it will remind you that I need to work on this thing. And that is how we keep building a successful you, because we have a purpose, we have a goal, we have a mission in life. We are not just gliding through life. No, guys. At this age that we are, no, we can't just be gliding through life not knowing where we are going or why we are going where we are going. We need to have a purpose. We need to have a structure. So have a purpose and speak it out loud. There is power in your guys. There is power in writing down. There is power in repeating this goal to yourself, repeating your purpose to yourself, saying it to yourself, saying that I want this thing, repeating it. It does something to your brain. Guys, I learned how the brain functions. Guys. I think I'll keep saying guys this whole time. But it's amazing the power that the brain has on our actions. Like when this other thing that I was listening to the other time, it said, when we are repeating our goals to ourselves each and every day, it does something to our brain and it even continues motivating us to keep chasing that thing. So it's so important to always speak out loud this goal of ourselves that we have. Don't be, some of us, we did not learn to make goals, né? Like I know with myself, we did not know what it means to have a goal or to make a goal or why it's important to have one. So we came to learn. So because we did not know, we did not see the importance of telling and repeating these goals to ourselves, hearing it coming out of our mouth, hearing it with our ear. But it is so powerful. Because like I said, it does something to your brain, and your brain gives you that fuel to keep going for this purpose. So have a purpose. I got a notification here that will end in 10 minutes. Okay, I'll try to finish. So when purpose drives you, your discipline becomes natural. Motivation fades, but purpose burns longer. So there's something else also I wanted about purpose here. Some quotes. It says that the mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. So in our life, once we have something that we are living for, not just gliding through life, but once we have a purpose, a reason to live for, it helps us become a different person. And this other quote I also love from Diana Ross that says, you can't just sit there and wait people to give you that golden dream. You've got to go out there and make it happen for yourself. Have a purpose. Leaders, have a purpose. So just to review of what we discussed, it was short, but a review to build successful FBOs or to build a successful you, we have to build systems. So like I mentioned, we have to work on the mindset, we have to move our body, we have to work on focus, we have to work on sleep, and we have to work on purpose. So systems and structure, they will help us to become a successful version of ourselves, and they'll also help us to be disciplined. So I hope this wasn't too short, but this is the end of my presentation. I want to say thank you very, very much, leaders. So let's go make magic happen today. Thank you.